like this is okay. Hope my screen is good.
Yes, I can see.
Okay. Good. So we are going to bring the lecture a little bit easier. Okay. We are coming out from Next and we are reversing back into React. React is a mod of Next.js. Okay. Like the beginning of Next.js is out of React. So this React is also a library created by the Facebook engineers so that they use it to develop the Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and even Thread, the Neon. So it's all from this React. So they went and divide it into two. They take part of Next.js and then React Native, all from one. That means if you learn React very well, you can be able to build a mobile application using a framework called React Native. It's just the same family, the same sentence, just some little changes. Okay. So this one example. If you scroll down, you can see it is used for what? Creating a user interface from the component. The same functionality in Next.js, so you can create the nice component by dividing your application into smaller species. Like this one is a functional for video, functional component for video. The same thing, it has a return statement. If you want to define some states, you have to pass it here. Use states, whatever, use effects, all can be fed here. And you can see here we have the div here. You have div or this href here with two tags. We have this beautiful icon here. Also this button. So if you keep on scrolling down also, right component with the code and markup, it's all exists within a React. And if you go down, the same thing. But what is the real great difference there? In Next.js, we don't use routing. There, use folder routers, just automatic. Any folder you create inside Next.js, you put it inside app, and you give it a name. You just write the name of that folder / that folder. Automatic render what's inside. But in React JavaScript, it's something very different. In React, you must have this one, a React router. It's coming from React router DOM. It's also somehow easy, not that difficult, and then it can use the same principles. And we have nothing to do with the client server side. Like whenever we write anything, we have to put use client. No, it doesn't exist here. So let's see how we can even start with the React app. Okay, just go back here, go to Vite, this one here, daily CSS guide Vite. I'm gonna share these. If you first of all see here, start servlet React. Okay, this one, they're using React Vite, but Vite here is the most powerful engine. It can make our application very fast than Next.js. Just in less than 1 minute, application is already running with no any problem. Okay, so let's see this in real life. Let me first get this one and send you. We passed it through WhatsApp group. Okay, this is the documentation. So while I'm using it to the tailwind, because the CSS must be real and easy for us to use. So what I can do, I'll just first copy this one, just this line. Don't copy all this line here. Copy this one. It say you must have one. Okay, let me this time I will. Okay, this project take with it early. I'm going to remove this one out from my screen. Okay, Control Shift plus Delete. It's already in GitHub. Then I have to create new folder, but let it be inside my Explorer download, because I've decided to arrange my project. Okay, now if I go to my torrent React folder here, let me add Control Shift plus N. I want to create new folder here. I can name it React dash beginner. Okay, then in this folder I can open it with my Visual Code Studio. Once I open the folder, now I will go and run the command inside. Okay, now the folder is there. I can make Ctrl J, Ctrl plus, just to make sure the visualization is real. Then I can try to have some nice space. Okay, now my terminal is back. I have to bring this one down a little bit. And then if you can see, my folder here is just empty, nothing inside. So what can I do here? I first open this one and I come here at the end. I can just paste what I've just copied. CLS, remember CLS too. Okay, there is, I think I pressed something by mistake. Just a moment. Dismiss. Okay, let's first enter this one to throw an error. I want to stop this one. Okay, also let me clear my screen. CLS. Okay, now I can just paste it here. So what I want to modify is what this one here called my project, because if I don't modify it, it's going to create for me new folder inside this React beginner. That folder will be named my app. I don't like it. My project, I don't like it, because I have folder, I want my project to just be real. So I have to remove it all out by putting dot / meaning install it within this folder which is already exists. So I can just press enter. You see, and I have to just give it some time and I will see the progress. You see, automatic, everything is already here. So what do I need to do? Just need to make npm install, npm I finish. Automatic things are just already there. And you can see here I have vid.config. This one is the one powering our application to be faster. You say?
The class recorded.
Yeah, it's recorded.
Okay.
You see, this vid here is the one powering our application. Is a plugin. It's very fast. It can make our application better than Next.js on the local in our local PC. Even if we put it even online, it's going to be very fast. So let's wait. While I'm installing this one, I can also open this terminal here. I can have two terminals at one, and I can also close the other one to give us space. This one is installing, and then this one I'll be installing the requirement which you are going to follow. So what are those requirements? So the requirement we have will be from the web application here. They say after you use the first instruction, which say what? Start by creating new vid project. If you don't have setup already done, most common approach is to use create vid. If you don't know anything, like to add with this Tailwind CSS, you are going to use this one here, vid create. Then if you click on this one, it will open for you another syntax. But remember, it's taking us to vid, just vid application. So you can choose whatever you're using, npm, yarn, ppn, bun, depend. You just copy this, it's going to install for you. But for me, I want to install it with the CSS at once, CSS framework. Okay? People are all moving from traditional CSS into the professional one, so I prefer Tailwind CSS over Bootstrap, okay? Because it is efficiency and easy to use. So the second step will be installing the Tailwind CSS. So I'll just copy this, and this time I'll copy everything here. I don't want to only do like before. I will just copy this like this. You can see here, say copied. I'll go back to my project here. Just paste it here and press enter. That's all. Then I will go back to documentation again. What does documentation say? Next is number 3. Configure your template path. This is very important. If you don't configure them, sometimes you remember you're going to have component, you're going to have apps, you have source. If you don't configure them, you have some HTML, then remember it's not going to work. The Tailwind classes will not be effective on them. So we have to configure our this one. That means you are going to have a file called tailwind.configuration.js, that for JavaScript extension. Then inside that one, you are going to copy this one here called content. index HTML whatever. I can just right click and copy, even they have highlighted for you already. Or if you don't want to, just go and cut copy all everything from here and just rewrite the one which is already exists there. It's the same thing. Okay, so let's copy all, or let's copy here, all of them are the same. So that means we have to go to your project one more again. You can see here it's already installed, CLS clean. Okay, then I have to go back here and see, do we have a tailwind.config? No, it's still installing. Then we have to wait a little bit. So it's here almost finishing. Once it is finished, we will find a folder here, tailwind.config.js. So we'll just wait. Config is time for configuration. Just wait a moment. Okay, it seems like it's already installed also. So let's go, let's clear our terminal. So we need to find tailwind.config.js. This is the file that is specified. If you even go one more back to documentation, you will here, you will see here tailwind.config.js, and just the same thing written up there every down, just content is empty, doesn't have those one here. So let me go and show you again one more. So here you come, have this config tailwind.config.js. Here I have content but it's empty. So what I can do, I've copied everything, I'll just go and rewrite it back here. You see, everything is back. So let me explain what is content doing. Okay, the content is very easy and easy to control. The first thing, we have the root here, say index.html. That means anything that has HTML element, the div, the paragraph, the h1 up to h6, the span, is already going to take tailwind classes. Okay, but those who are inside our index here, it will automatically take our tailwind class. That means if I say font bold, text red, it will just affect it. Then anything found inside source with the extension called JS, TS for TypeScript, and then JSX for JavaScript, and TSX also for JavaScript with the HTML and CSS, it's going to take tailwind class. That means if you go to the source here, anything inside source, anything that have the extension .js, .typescript, .jsx, tsx, those one here all will take the CSS classes. That's coming from the tailwind CSS. So we are okay with that one. Next, we need to follow. What are we gonna do? If you go back again to our documentation, here is okay. We scroll down. They say you have to add tailwind directive to your CSS. So this one is one can communicate with the application and allow the tailwind class to work. So where do we add them? Add tailwind directive to your index. You go to source. Inside source, you get index.css file and then put it there. Okay, now we know where we are going. Copy this one all. They say go to source. Inside source, go to index.css. So you go back here again. Where is your source? You scroll up. It's here. So where is index.css? Is here. Good. That means we have to put our tailwind directive on top here by putting this 3 line only. Base, component, utilities. Component here is going to help us when we add a component folder here. It can take everything. Utilities, any other stuff that we want to use tailwind in, is going to allow us to write tailwind without any problem. Okay, or even just without having the understanding of them all of the 3. Just remember, by putting this one here, tailwind CSS is operating in every part of our application. Then let's go and save. Now let's run. How do you run Vite application? React Vite. just go back to package.json. This is the only way that can save you. After going there, go and see here the scripts. It's talking about what? How do you run vit? Is run by def. Automatic, we know npm run def. Same syntax to Next.js. Type here npm run def. Press enter. Let me tell you, it cannot take even 1 minute. Everything is up, you see. This is 1800 milliseconds. It's too small. It doesn't make 2 seconds and a half even. So now if I click here, we can see this application live. Let's see. Let's close this, that. See, we are live. If you reach up to this level, congratulations. You see, you will see some beautiful interface here. You can click something like this, count, just showing you your application is working. You can see here everything. So this is how we install Next and not Next, React JavaScript, but powered by Vite. Vite is just like another plugin that make it very fast. Okay, so this is it. Let me first put this video to make it easy for understanding.